Here's Alidar. He's moving too. And Alidar comes like a shot into third.
Fusaichi Pegasus will roll into Kentucky as the favorite in the Derby.
And here it is. The 37-year wait is over. American Pharoah is finally the one.
I don't think I've ever been sadder at the end of a major horse race or any race that I didn't have a huge bet on after the 1990 Met Mile when Easy Goer was defeated.
You really were one of the biggest Easy Goer fans.
I just loved him.
I mean, it was a terrific race, you know, and I think he did run a little bit flat that day for him. But let's not take anything away from the winner and the runner-up.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it took me years to appreciate. I mean, Easy Goer, the only time he ever lost it, and I'll get you after this one, he lost his career debut before Saratoga on August 1st. Criminal Type with a huge year. He beat Sunday Silence in a prior race, and Housebuster, the 3-year-old sprinter stretching out. I think I underappreciated Criminal Type and Housebuster.
Well, yeah, I mean, Housebuster was just such a top-class sprinter, and again, stretching it out to that mile distance and nearly pulled it off. And you think about it, again, it's a handicap. Housebuster with 113, Criminal Type 120, Easy Goer 127 pounds. We don't see horses carry much over 26 anymore.
And 3 or not, 14 pounds to Housebuster. Sewickley was in this race. I mean, you lose horses like Sewickley. That's how good the field was. And this was an amazing field. A very big year for racing, but injuries curtailed a lot because both Sunday Silence and Easy Goer, who won the Suburban the next time, but then never raced again, at the end of the day, they just couldn't get by. He couldn't get by the top two horses.
No, and you can see Criminal Type was handy. I mean, Jose Santos put him in the game, making it that test of stamina, not allowing Housebuster to get away from him. And when I was watching the stretch run of this the other day, Housebuster on the lead, and here comes Criminal Type, reminded me a great deal of Honest Pleasure on the lead and Forgo catching him, because that was Craig Perret on the lead that time, too. Heartbreaking losses for him.
Craig had some tough losses in big, memorable races at Belmont Park. Black Tie Affair is in third right now, backing up a little bit. All he did the next year was win the Breeders' Cup Classic. Easy Goer is starting to level off at this point, and his fans, of which I was one of them for sure, we all said, here comes Easy Goer. He'll eat him up in the stretch. And he just can't get to them. In fact, Criminal Type barely gets to Housebuster.
No, right here. Look at the way Housebuster's cruising along. I mean, he's going quickly. They went a half in 45, 109. Not the fastest fractions we've ever seen in a Met Mile, but he's just kind of cruising along. And Jose Santos is already at Criminal Type, trying to gain on Housebuster. Heck of a race.
Marshall Cassidy to the wire.
Also gaining on the outside of Housebuster. They pass the 8th pole. Housebuster on the rail leads by a neck on the outside. Criminal Type second by a half further out. Easy Goer remains in third. Criminal Type on the outside gets the lead. Housebuster on the rail coming on again. Those two to the wire.
I have a question for you, Richie. It seemed to me that Jose also was drifting a bit with Criminal Type because I think he expected Easy Goer to be coming at him on the outside. I don't think Easy Goer was affected by it because he never really got within a length and a half or 2 lengths of him, but I think Jose kept expecting Easy Goer to get to him.
Yeah, and I think it was dual purpose here. He didn't want to be right on top of Housebuster, who was known to fight for it. So you don't want to make that horse game and be close to him. And then you also want to meet the challenge if Easy Goer does get there, which he never did. But I think if he goes down close to Housebuster, he might not get by him.
It's not impossible. Housebuster won 2 straight sprint championships despite never winning the Breeders' Cup Sprint, but he put together tremendous resumes. I remember his King's Bishop. He had some really, really great races, but Criminal Type, a horse the connections Wayne Lucas told me wanted to run in a claiming race when he first got him.
Well, this horse is certainly a lot better than a claimer. And you look at the silks in the race, too. I mean, you got Calumet, you've got the Phipps family. I mean, this is when racing is at its best, when you've got these kind of connections, these kind of horses. It was fun to watch.
No, I mean, that's one of the great things about the history of the game, is not just seeing great horses, but seeing the people that made this game so great.